It's been a great World Cup so far. We have seen some big results. Host nations, Mexico and the US of A, getting in with those 3 points. Canada, albeit a draw, they will feel that this isn't such a bad start, is it? Japan and Netherlands, a 4-goal thriller. We have seen entertainment as the German machine welcomed Curacao to the World Cup in style. 7 goals in that one for the Germans, but Curacao making history by ensuring that they score in the first 21 minutes of their World Cup debut. As for Africa, we sent 10 teams out there with a dream and bearing the hopes of a continent. And it's been a mixed start, has it not? We have seen the likes of Morocco holding their own against Brazil. Not too bad, giving Africa some hope. As for the likes of South Africa and Tunisia, especially Tunisia, those hopes were dashed as Africa, those two teams were brought to their knees. Still games to play, so there remains some hope. However, for Africa, it is all about that first team to give us our first 3 points, and that team happens to be the Ivory Coast. In fact, short of the Ivory Coast, last night was heartbreaking, or should I say, this morning was heartbreaking. The Ivory Coast doing magic and giving us those 3 points with that 1-0 victory in a game that is unforgettable, full of pace, full of action, full of will, full of the African spirit. You could feel it. Then it was followed up by a dismal performance by Tunisia. However, unsurprising, because the last time out, friendly against Belgium, they conceded 5. So that 5 wasn't new news. In fact, you'd have to go all the way back to the 29th of March this year in order to find the last time Tunisia won, and was a game against Haiti. Further back, their victory came in a 3-1 win in Group C of the Africa Cup of Nations. That game against Uganda. Speaking of Uganda, I have some Ugandans here with me, and memories of that game will be ringing in their heads. Clive, Chaze, and of course Tuka Brian in studio. Boys, we missed out on some brilliant games. Good thing is we had an amazing team. Peter Otai, Felix Sapau, and Bernardo Tieno walking us through that one. And I'm glad that you joined them and that you stick around. Sleep is for who? We'll sleep after the final whistle of the World Cup. Hopefully Africa will give us a reason to dance and then sleep the way after. But that's a long way off. 24 teams already opening up their World Cup account and plenty of entertainment in it. 12 games, 38 goals. Brilliant start, Brian.
No, absolutely. Quite interesting stories to that. You talk about Tunisia. We've fallen at the wrong side of Tunisia a couple of times. Not only the national team, but also the clubs. I'll tell you, there used to be a time when Ugandan clubs would lose 3-0 at home and 6-0 away. 9-0 aggregate. I've been to Tunisia twice. I didn't have the best of experiences, so I'm not so sure I was really hurt by them being demolished this morning. I care less, I'll be very honest with you. But an interesting story about them losing, and that's the beauty about the World Cup when we come here and talk about all this. Sweden, on any other day, we talk about Cape Verde, we talk about Curacao being at the World Cup because it's 48. On any other day, Sweden wouldn't have been at the World Cup. Oof. They finished bottom of their group. True. They only qualified because of their rankings in the UEFA Nations League. But what is most interesting is their coach. Graham Potter lasted a combined 15 months for both West Ham and Chelsea. But they were bold enough to give him a job. Sacked in September, got a job with Sweden, found them at the bottom. Unfortunately, couldn't save them, but eventually qualify, beating Ukraine and Poland. And this is the guy, and we'll talk about stories. You're sacked at West Ham. You're thinking probably I'm no longer good enough after what happened at Chelsea. But the Swedish remembered what he had done in their country, got Östersunds from the 4th tier to the top division of Swedish football. Now, that's what they call guys who remember how good the guys. And guess what? He's brought them to the World Cup.